Hey, I hope you're doing well. I want to just show you a little quick thing that I saw when I went to get all my little cheeses and dips at Aldi's. When you first come in, they got all the little fresh stuff, and they may have had this before. I didn't notice it, and you can probably get these in any grocery store. If not fresh, then you can frozen, I know, or you could just get the frozen tortellini. But they had these spinach and cheese Manicotti. There were 10 of them. I want to say it was right at $5 for the 10 of them. But they've got spinach and the cheese, and it's spinach, ricotta, romano, and Parmesan cheese. And so I thought, well, I could take that and make a couple of meals out of it just using spaghetti sauce. And so I had a jar of just the jarred spaghetti sauce. I first browned a pound of ground beef and drained it, and then I poured the jar of spaghetti sauce over it and just doctored it the way that I wanted to, with some salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. Mainly is what I did. I put a few parsley flakes. You could do some Italian seasoning, ever how you like yours done. That's what you can do. And so I've got these little pans, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze them, and that gives us a couple of meals that we can eat. Now, Randy's not going to be wild about the spinach and the cheese Manicotti, but with the meat sauce over it, it'll be a good meal for us. And so what I've done then is I've put a little bit of sauce in the bottom of both. I sprayed them, and then there were 10 of those, so I put 5 in each one. I really wished I'd have had maybe a 6th one to fill it up a little bit better, but for a meal it'll be plenty. He'll eat 3 and I'll eat 2. And so all I'm going to do is divide up the meat sauce over it, and the thing shows that you actually put the cheese on at the end. So I won't put the cheese on before I freeze it, but then when I cook it, I will put the cheese on toward the end. And so whenever I need a quick meal, and you know, you could do these just to have a quick meal to have in your freezer if you needed to take a meal to a friend or someone like that, and everything. And our church family and friends have been so good to us with the passing of Randy's sister, Sue, with bringing us food and just taking care of us. And that just means so much. And so that's one reason I thought about this too when I went to fix them, is I thought, you know, this gives you something to have in your freezer at any time if you needed to meet a need for a family member or a loved one, you know, a church family or work, anybody. I mean, you know, we should be out there trying to meet needs. But that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put the little tops on there. And then when after I cook it, then I will put the cheese on top. But this says to, I think the directions were actually right here. Let me see what it said. Preheat oven to 400, and then put your spaghetti sauce on top. And let's see, you're gonna bake it for 35 minutes. You can top it with the mozzarella or Parmesan cheese and then bake for 35 minutes or until the internal temperature, yada yada. You'll see it if you buy this, but it's about 35 minutes. And so I'm not going to worry about putting the cheese on there right now, but when I get ready to cook it, I will. But just like that, I mean, it took me all of 15 minutes to put this together. And then, I mean, this whole 2 things, it took me 25 minutes by the time start to finish to do everything. And I've got 2 small little meals. And so I think that's pretty neat. It might be something, and you could just do it, like I said, with the cheese tortellini, any of that kind of stuff that have the cheese in it. Some of them have the spinach, some will have mushrooms or whatever. By itself, it wouldn't have been a meal for us because he likes meat, but now that I've done it with the ground beef in there, this will be a meal for us, or something that I can use to bless someone else with. And I hope that you will keep faith in your heart, peace in your home, and good food on your table. And if you have some suggestions, I just thought about that, of things that you can tell us that you put up like this to have some quick meals in the freezer, I would love to know that. I just think that's something we all would enjoy, so share that with us. But I love you, and God bless.